Oh. Good morning, 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 morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, morning motivation. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning motivation. All right, folks. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whenever and wherever you may be watching. Thank you, Pastor Dowell, for that intro. That's the way he always starts his videos. So I stole it from him, picked it up from him. So thank you, Pastor Dowell. So today we're going to be talking about Friday the 13th. And why is there such a stigma around Friday the 13th? I don't know how long this is going to be, but I got to find some pictures for you guys. I tried to upload them before we got started, but you know, hey, it is what it is. But I want to always make sure I am very, very, very thankful for you being here. I appreciate you for being here. Without you, the viewer, the watcher, the family member, none of this is possible, okay? So I am extremely thankful and grateful for you, the viewer, the watcher, the family member. Feel like that nursery rhyme, the bread maker, the candlestick maker, the such and such. You know what? I never was a kid that was really into the nursery rhymes. I wasn't allowed to watch cartoons when I was a kid. I had kind of a crazy childhood. All right. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy growing up being me. But I turned out all right? I hope so. All right, so let's see here. Not screencast, media. Let's see. Okay, this one. Add. And we're going to go media again, and we're going to, I don't know how to do this without me being live, so that's why it's not done already. And then add that one. So, we're going to pull up, bam. So why, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but why is Friday the 13th, why is there so much stigma? And not so much now, I mean, because I think I think that those old superstitions are dying away. But especially when I was a kid, there was so much around Friday the 13th. You know, then the movies came out and all that kind of stuff. But I did a little research. This is Friday the 13th. I did a little research, and I was like, why do we always put all this, energy around Friday the 13th, and what does it mean, and why do people consider the 13th, the number 13 so unlucky? So in my research, look what I found. By shuffling the digits of the number, can I make this any bigger? No, I can make me bigger. All right, so you can shuffle the number, you get the word VIXI, or I have lived, implying death in the present, an omen of bad luck. In fact, in Italy, 13 is generally considered a lucky number. However, due to Americanism, young people consider Friday the 13th unlucky as well. Boom. So that was the first one that I came up with. That first little blurb, little article, whatever. Okay, we'll send you another thank you. That's not what I was trying to pull up. All right, so here's the second one. And I said, why is 13 considered an unlucky number? All right. This writing is so small for me. Getting old, y'all. Some believe that it's unlucky because one of the 13, Judas Iscariot. All right, so we're driving again. But anyway, basically, they're saying that Judas, who betrayed Christ in the Bible, was the 13th person to sit down at the table when they had the Lord's Supper. So a lot of people say that the number 13 is unlucky because of that. All right? And I'm not trying to go into your different beliefs and all that kind of stuff. I'm just trying to give you some history, or as my professor would say, some historicity of what's going on. Hey, Salisbury, how you doing? So then we have, what is the next one that we have? Bam. So then I pulled up this. There I can make it bigger. All right, so The Judas theory from the 1890s, a number of English language sources related the unlucky 13 to an idea that at the Last Supper, Judas the disciple who betrayed Jesus was the 13th to sit down at the table. So that's where it comes from, okay? And I was sitting here and I was like, why on earth? Didn't know that. You know what? You're going to get so much information on this channel. That's why you got to keep coming back. Because this is why we're doing this morning motivational segment. Because I want to bring some things to you that you don't know. Okay? And you guys are speaking to each other, which is amazing and awesome. I appreciate that. So, Friday the 13th is considered to be Americanized and unlucky because it dates back to the story in the Bible of when Judas Iscariot came and sat down at the table and broke bread and betrayed the Lord Jesus Christ. Now, some of you guys believe that, some of you guys don't, but that's where it comes from. So I want to come today and let you guys know that even on Friday the 13th, all right, because and it's more Americanized than it is anything else. I don't know if you guys caught that. But the rest of the world looks at the number 13 as it's a very lucky number. So let's see here, 350 million people, the rest of the world. Is 350 million less than, equal to, or greater than the rest of the world? And my little crazy thinking is less than. So the rest of the world is like, yeah, 13 is great. We here in America, that's where that little stigma comes from. Okay? So in this morning motivational segment, I wanted to bring that to you, but I also want to let you guys know that, around the holidays, this is, let me see, what is Night Collector saying? He says, bad luck in real life generally comes from bad decisions, ignorance, doing stupid things, and your lifestyle choices. Night Collector, you are always in my head, brother. And you are so right. And I don't know who said it, but I picked this up long years ago, okay? And that's Texas Talk for saying a long time ago. Long years ago, I picked this up. Somebody said, the harder I work, the more lucky I am. Or the luckier I get. And that's the way I feel about my life. The harder I work, the more things work out for me. Case in point. There was a time in my life that I sat around and I was waiting, wishing, hoping, praying that things would change. And guess what? I kept getting the same thing I was getting. The moment that I said, you know what, enough is enough, and I got my butt out the door and I started working to all of my abilities, and then I worked some more, and then I worked some more and worked some more. Life is so much better than it used to be, especially financially. Okay? And it's gonna be even better, because you can't. And my wife and I used to say this all the time. We were like, do you think God sees what we do? Do you think that He sees us? We're good people. We try to help people. We try to bless people. We do this. We do that. Blah 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 blah. Do you think God sees that? We say that all the time. And I think, and I know I may upset some people when I make this statement, but I believe and I think that we put a lot of pressure. Listen to the content. Take your belief system out of it right now. I believe and I think that we put too much pressure on God. Okay? I think we put too much pressure on what we consider to be God, because a lot of times the things that we are praying and wishing and hoping would change, a lot of times we have the power in our own lives to make those changes instantly, right now. I keep snapping my fingers because that's how fast you can change your life. So, things that you've been praying about, you've been hoping for, you've been wishing for, and you've been looking for, a lot of times you can start making those things happen just by getting up an extra hour earlier every day. A lot of times you can start making some things happen in your life that you've been praying for, wishing and hoping and all that good stuff, simply by drinking some more water in your life. A lot of times we can change our situations and the things that we've been praying for, wishing for, hoping for, and begging and pleading God for, just by making simple life choices and better life choices. For example, I gave you guys a big tip just now. If you're overweight and you're not happy with your body and you're dealing with hypertension and cholesterol like I was, okay? And I mean, because remember, anytime you're dealing with disease in your body, that means your body is not at ease. So a lot of times we're praying, oh God, I need a miracle. Oh Lord, please God, change my body and help me. Well, you know what? What if God waved his magic wand? Okay, that's the way we treat God. We treat God like a fairy, you know, a magic fairy. And we want God to wave this magic wand and heal our total body, right? I look at the being that we consider God like this. Why in the world? And I treat my kids the same way, and God's got to look at us a lot of times and start laughing. It's like my son. I know he has a problem with a certain thing that he does. And from time to time, he asks me for money. And every time he asks me for money, he has to hear it from me, because I'm like, you know what? Every time I'm getting ready to give you some money, you know what I think about? I think about that little bad habit you got. And when I'm sending you my money, and it's eventually going, I tell him, I say, eventually it's going to stop. Eventually it's going to be a time when you call and you ask me for something, I'm not going to do it. But a lot of the times, think about it like this. Oh God, please heal my body. Oh God, please do this. Please do that. Please, 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 please. What if you get your healing right now? And immediately, boom, you got a whole new body. Within 6 months, a year, you'll destroy it and you'll go right. You're going to be right back where you were. Why? Because of the things you put in. It just is what it is. So if I'm God, and I know his ways are not our ways, his thoughts are not our ways. I'm not saying I'm God. Okay, I'm just saying if I were, and somebody kept asking me for the same thing, and one day I did it, but you didn't change your behavior, you didn't change your habits, and you didn't do anything that was going to help you to keep that blessing, why in the world would I even give it to you in the first place? You know, a lot of us are like, oh God, please bless me with $1 million, bless me with $10 million, I need this, I need that, I need that, blah, blah, blah. But if you still have the same habits that it cause you to be in debt, in poverty, broke, disgusted, and can't be trusted, you still have that and you haven't changed. If you haven't changed this, because there's a scripture that says, and I'm not trying to preach to you, I'm just telling you guys, you know, this is Morning Motivational, right? Let this mind be in you, which is also in Christ, right? So if you have developed the Christ mindset of given, it shall be given unto you, and if you're doing the things that it's going to take to receive, i.e. giving, because I'm a giver. And there's been so many times where I've given in one area and then somebody gave to me in another area. You know, case in point, I appreciate Night Collector so much for blessing me about a month ago with the things that he blessed me with. He sent me some things I didn't even know was in existence. Thank you again, Night Collector. I really believe that had I not been giving on, matter of fact, in this platform, if I wasn't giving to you and giving of you guys all the time, you wouldn't be coming back, okay? Because I'm giving you time, I'm giving you energy, I'm giving you information. If I wasn't giving to you, then you wouldn't be able to give me the time back. It's okay to preach the truth, but I don't want to be preaching. So, I said all that to say this. Take control of your own life. Start doing the things that you need to do to make sure you live your best life. Because I truly can tell you this, the harder I work, the more blessings come my way. And I'm not just talking about financial. I'm talking about total man, total woman, total being. Okay? I'm blessed. My house is blessed. And I look like this, and I told you guys on yesterday, the day before. I feel that I'm a conduit of blessings. I feel that blessings have always flown to me. I didn't know that when I was younger. I see that now. Blessings flow through me. A lot of you guys have been blessed by being on this channel, by being here, and then you've met somebody through here, and now you have a relationship with that person that you never would have had without this network right here, without this channel. All right. Several of you, and I know because everybody communicates with me. Several of you have been motivated to make life changes because of this channel. And I'm not tooting my own horn because, I believe that we are all put here to bless each other. I also believe that if you've been praying, wishing, wanting, hoping, and all that good stuff, but you're not making some steps and some preparations to receive your blessing, it's never going to happen. So hopefully, and I always try to keep these, oh my God, I didn't mean to go this long. I try to keep these little morning motivationals about 5 to 10 minutes. We're at 16 minutes right now, and I got to run. But hopefully this has helped you. Hopefully this has blessed you. Hopefully, you will take some of the mindset that I'm trying to share with you, and you will move forward and be like, hey, you know what? Instead of me doing it this way, why don't I do it this way? Because remember, if you're leading a life right now that you're not happy with, 100%, it stems from the choices, like Night Collector said earlier. It stems from the choices that you made 5 years ago. That's why I ask this question all the time, and I think it goes over a lot of people's heads. Not you guys. I'm talking about those other people that's not watching right now. What are you doing right now? And I'm gonna end this with this. What are you doing right now that your 5 year from now self is going to be happy you did? What are you doing right this moment in your life, in this time frame, leading up to 2020? What are you doing right now that 2025 Jacqueline, 2025 Salisbury, 2025 Knife Collector is going to look back at 2020 and be like, oh, I'm so glad that I did that then? Because I can tell you there are several things that I'm looking at now in 2019 that I was so happy I started doing in 2014. Yes. Okay. So hopefully that will take you guys throughout the day. Hopefully this morning motivation has helped you. Thank you so much for being here. Hold on, let me give y'all some love. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for spending a few moments with me. I'm going to come back in a little bit later too. I didn't realize it, but when I'm back at Lowe's now. I run back and forth to Lowe's all the time. I'm running here, grab some things, and when I get finished doing the job where I'm going, I'm going to come back in, and I want you guys to, this is your homework, okay, for the people that are watching this live and the people that are going to come in from the replay. I want you guys in the comments, not right now, but I want you in the comments to give me, listen very carefully. This is your homework. In the comments, once this is posted, I want you to start listing the things that you are looking forward to in the next 5 years. Okay? I want you to start listing the things that you are looking for in the next 5 years. So what's that going to force you to do? That's going to force you to look at 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, and then 5 years. It's going to force you to do that. And I want you to start putting together some huge goals over the next 5 years. Okay? But I don't want you to do it now. I want you to type it in the comments once this is posted. And go back through and rewatch this again, okay? Bless y'all. I love you. This has been another segment of Morning Motivation. Hopefully this has benefited you and blessed you. And if it has, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe. This was about to hit my truck. I mean, you hit me. And you're going to hit me again. Anyway, people are absolutely crazy. And I'm definitely about to say something. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. And see, I didn't bring, they don't want this smoke, I'm telling you. In 5 years, you don't know, be saying, I wish I had, yeah, you don't want to be saying that. Thank y'all. I'll check y'all out. I got to get out and fuss with this guy.